Good afternoon from Elan Memorial Field in Powell. It's day 2 of the State A American Legion Baseball Tournament. We're in loser-out action this afternoon, between Torrington, also known as Texas Tech, and Gillette, also known as Georgia.
Oh, boy.
Those are the logos, folks. We talked about that before we went on the air, but today it's the Gillette Rustlers and the Torrington Tigers here at the State American Legion A Baseball Tournament. Winner moves on and plays tomorrow. Loser, well, get ready for football season. It's one of those days when you got to win to keep playing, and the umpires are coming on the field. The winner of this game will move on to play the loser of,
Cody
and Casper. Mm-hmm. And that game would be played at 1 o'clock tomorrow here at Elan Memorial Field. I'm here with Elan Ollif. And Elan, hey, good game previous to this. Evanston came from behind, and they play tomorrow. And that's always fun when they're your team.
Yeah, it was a really good game, too. 5-3 the final score. Evanston put up the go-ahead run in the insurance run in the top of the 7th. So that was one of those ones where you just kind of held on tight. It was probably the closest, not probably, but it was the closest game we've seen all week so far. Hopefully Torrington and Gillette can provide some great fireworks. I mean, especially Gillette with the performance they put up yesterday against Powell. Might feel like they might have let one slip away. Torrington and just kind of got shelled at the very, very beginning, and Lovell was able to take full advantage of it.
Yesterday's scores all in the winner's bracket. Cody started things off with a 9-1 win over Sheridan. Next up, it was the Casper Drillers 13, Evanston 3. At 1 o'clock yesterday, Lovell pounded Torrington 13-3. And then the nightcap, it was Powell 10, Gillette 4. The first game today, Evanston 5, Sheridan 3. Sheridan is done for the year. Evanston, as I said, will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow against the loser of tonight's Lovell-Powell game. The winner of this game will play tomorrow at 1 o'clock against the loser of Cody and Casper. We're about ready to get underway. First, we'll go over starting lineups. Gillette going to be the home team today, and they will take the field. Kobe Craig, the shortstop, will lead things off. Ethan Hecker at second base. Kaysen Schilling at third. Carmine Newman in left field. Riker Smith will be the designated hitter. Kaysen Wood in right field. Jamie Macias at first base. Drew Wasson catching, and Ethan Lemke in center field. Dane Wasson will be on the mound today for the Gillette Rustlers. For the Torrington Tigers, it's Londre Greiman catching. It'll be Aiden Desmond, yesterday's pitching starter for Torrington. He'll be in center field. Mac Hibben will be on the mound. He bats third. Bryce Hager at shortstop. Grady Shields in left field. He was yesterday's losing pitcher for the Torrington Tigers. Ryan Morehouse at second base. Caleb Kelly at first base. Garrett Hager at third base. And Colby Sandusky in right field. Pitcher today, as I said, for Torrington is Mac Hibben. It'll be Wasson and Hibben. Torrington Tigers and Gillette Rustlers after a quick break. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming broadcast and a production of MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Network.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life, and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Tigers come into this game 36-19 on the year. They are the number 2 seed out of the East, but they lost the coin flip, so they will be today's visiting team. They'll face the Gillette Rustlers, come in at 33-30. Gillette with a 10-4 loss in last night's nightcap. And Elan, like you said, you got to wonder if they shake it off, if they just come out and play baseball. I mean, 63 games in to this season, you'd think they'd put it away and just come out and play their best baseball on elimination day.
You could put it away, or you could look at it another way, like this was the team that's favored to win the whole thing, and we kept up with them. We kept them at bay for a while. I mean, Powell's a sleeping giant, so you can only hold them for so long, and if you don't keep up with them once they do start to explode, then we see what happened last night. But there's a lot to take from positively from that Gillette and Powell game last night if you're Gillette.
Hey, we're about ready to roll here. That's a good friend of mine. I'll tell you guys a story about him here in a bit. He has been the head umpire in a lot of these tournaments over the last 4 or 5 years. As Gillette finishes warm-ups, this Torrington Tiger team, coached by Lane Griman, Ryan Kramer, and Morgan Desmond. On the other side, Gillette, Sam Stearns, the long-serving coach of the Rustlers, and Charlie McDonald. And our leadoff hitter going to be catcher Landry Griman for Torrington. Desmond waits on deck, and Hibben waits in the number 3 hole. And now as we get ready to go, the Gillette Rustlers out in their red jerseys, white pants. They got black piping down each side. Torrington, white jerseys, somewhat white pants still, depending on how much a guy played last night. And they wear the long stockings with the 3 Torrington orange colors on each side. The stirrups in play for the Torrington Tigers today. I want to keep saying Torrington Trailblazers, but Torrington, give you a piece of trivia, Elan. I was born there.
Oh, really?
My family's from Torrington. My dad's side. We're looking over the chalk here. Looks like home plate umpire Jacob Kraft is going to make him work over the box, maybe, as the grounds crew comes out. We'll see what he's thinking here as we get ready to roll, but it's always a little distracting when it's a little muddy, I guess, so they're raking in some dry dirt. They did put quite a bit of water on this field. It's been hot and dry, and last night the wind was blowing and kicking up some pretty good dust right around that home plate area in that last game of the day, so they are raking it up a little bit so that, I think it's so that home plate umpire's shoes don't get muddy. What do you think?
It just might be. One thing that's noticeable for the Torrington lineup, Drew Kramer not in the game today. He will not be starting due to an injury he sustained in Game 1.
Broke his pinky. His dad, as
Ouch.
one of the assistant coaches, came up, and he actually on the same hand broke his tore the tendons out of his ring finger on the same hand during basketball season when he was trying to dunk the basketball. So he's had a tough year with that hand, and he's got a cast that goes clear up to his elbow today. They did pop that finger back in, but he was out of the game after Torrington's time finished up. Yeah, there's quite a bit of mud on that right-hand batter's box, so they're going to scoop it out of there. If you ever been in Torrington, it's a lot like Powell, Elan. It's farming country. It's a town
right
about the same
next
size.
to Kansas, right? Or Nebraska?
Yeah, Kansas. Even though our production guy over here didn't know how to spell Torrington when he was typing it in.
What?
You
corrected him, right?
We're gonna now call him Orange Lips over here to our left. He's got Dorito lips going. But as we get ready to roll here, Torrington and Gillette, and as I said, Torrington 36-19 on the season, including yesterday. Gillette 33-30. So these teams played about the same amount of baseball this summer. They play in that East Conference, which this year was dominated fairly well by the Casper Drillers. And Casper will take on Cody today at 4 o'clock. That late night game tonight, it'll be my honor to be on that call. It's Lovell and Powell, and is there a better rivalry in the state so close together other than Powell and Cody as Lovell and Powell, and the two former coaches who coached together for years right here in Powell and in Lovell? It'll be Mike Jamison and Jason Borders tonight. And I didn't ask Borders, but it'd be fun to say, do you guys call each other on game day and talk? And I'm guessing not.
There should be like a bet in that game. Like if Jason wins, Jameson has to get rid of the beard or something like that.
Now, Jameson leaves the beard until the baseball season's over, and I know his wife Stormy, she's ready for him to cut the beard off, probably about the 1st of July, but because it starts getting long and he keeps it relatively unkept. Not much trimming going on there. He would be a very good Santa Claus, and he probably will be someday when that beard turns gray. We're about ready to go here from Powell. All right. Home plate umpire Jacob Kraft steps in, and to the mound, Dane Wasson for Gillette. He'll face the leadoff hitter, Landry Griman, the catcher for Torrington. First pitch on the way, called strike one, and we're underway from Ed Lynn Memorial Field. It's the second loser-out game here, and for one of these teams, they'll be packing up and heading home today. Next pitch from Wasson, just misses outside, ball one. Of course, if you know Jacob Kraft, and I don't know if you remember him, Elan, but he was the head coach in Worland basketball for a number of years. Then he came over to Cody as the head basketball coach. And it's good to see him out here putting the blue on. He's not coaching in Cody anymore, but I believe he teaches in Cody. So good to see a Cody umpire in this state championship as tournament as Griman the count goes to 1-2 after he fouled it left side. Here's the pitch on the way from Wasson. Swinging strike three, ball gets away. They'll throw to first, one out.
Well, good start if you're the Rustlers. Kind of picking up right where they left off, not really paying any mind to the fact that Torrington is the higher seed in the East. They've played Torrington in conference games before. You talked about how Casper kind of dominated the East. It really came down to that last day. Torrington actually had a shot at that number one seed if some things went their way. So don't count out this Torrington Tigers team at all.
Oh, no way. They want to prove themselves after yesterday. They kind of look at yesterday as, well, it happened. Let's forget about it. Let's play Tigers baseball.
Yeah, but that just kind of gives you an indicator of how strong the West was this year. I mean, all four of the West teams make it to day 3 tomorrow.
Here's center fielder Aiden Desmond, yesterday's starter on the mound, probably hoping they can get past Gillette today and bring Desmond back tomorrow. Here's the pitch from Wasson, one out. First pitch goes outside, ball one.
There's a chance they may be playing Cody, or they play either Cody or Casper. If it's Casper, it's a chance for you to kind of cement yourself as maybe thinking you were the top team in the East.
Second pitch from Wasson goes low, ball one. Small crowd here, and a few Torrington fans, a few Gillette fans in the house. Next pitch from Wasson is going to be fouled off the end of the bat.
He did not mean to do that at all.
Count goes 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Aiden Desmond. Wasson throwing out of the stretch. Pitch goes outside, ball 2. Torrington players up on their feet, urging their teammate on. This is just an average warm day if you're in Torrington. A little humid here in Powell today. Next pitch fouled out of play. Count stays 2-2.
So you asked me if I'd ever been to Torrington before. I actually have. I went there for a football semifinal because our Bridger Valley guy was doing volleyball state at the time.
Here's a little looper lifted out for a single by Desmond. It got between the first baseman, the second baseman, and right fielder. So Desmond on with that little seeing eye single out there in right field. So the no-hitter broken up here with 1 out in the first. And Wasson back up on the mound. Desmond, short lead, puts on that sliding glove over there. And talk about the significance of that. The sliding glove, it's got to be a little bit longer than your fingers. And so you got the psychology of possibly gaining an extra inch or 2 as you slide.
Also,
here's a deep hit to right field, and boy, the right fielder reacted late, but he made a nice play out there. That was Kaysen Wood on the catch for Gillette.
Also, another reason why that sliding glove is so important is, they already lost Kramer to a hand injury on the base paths. You can bet a lot of Torrington guys are probably going to be wearing that now.
Yeah, they'll probably make that mandatory in Torrington, because that's exactly what happened to his pinky yesterday. Here's Bryce Hager. Wasson in the stretch. Desmond off first. Here's a grounder through the hole between short and third. It'll be the second single of the inning. And Bryce Hager gets his first hit of the day. So runners first and second now for Torrington. 2 outs. And they're starting the game much faster than they did yesterday.
I was about to say, this is the Torrington Tigers team that challenged for that number 1 seed in the East we're seeing right now.
Here's yesterday's losing pitcher. Grady Shields came on in relief and actually did a nice job for Torrington overall. Runners on first and second. Here's a single into left center. That's going to score a run as coming around Aiden Desmond. They'll throw back to first base. And Torrington takes an early 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Grady Shields. I think I'm seeing Torrington being much more aggressive at the plate today. Taking that first pitch and going with it.
Well, they had one of the most underrated pitchers against them yesterday in Leif Files, who, when he gets on the mound in the postseason, there's something about it that he just kind of lights up a little bit. So now they're seeing seeing pitches from this young man, and they're seeing him really, really well.
Second baseman Ryan Morehouse will see the first pitch from Wasson, ball 1. So 3 singles in the inning for the Torrington Tigers, jumping all over Gillette here in day 2 of the state tournament. A lot of baseball to be played, 1-0 lead for Torrington. Wasson in the stretch, looking back towards second a little bit, and then he'll fake a little bit towards second as getting back to his base was Bryce Hager.
He needs to be really careful. It looks like that pickoff move is a pivot on that back foot. If he has any movement forward right before that pivot, they're going to call him for a balk.
Morehouse lifts a little fly ball in the infield, drifting over. Second baseman Ethan Hecker makes the third out. 1-0. Torrington. Gillette coming to the plate here in the bottom of the first. We'll be back. This is a production of MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Okay.
Bottom of the first inning as Gillette coming to the plate. Sam Stearns will trot down, take his spot in the third base coaching box, and we'll get leadoff Kobe Craig for Gillette. Phil Maggard in the house. Powell, legend. We heard the sirens of the parade as he entered this community.
Are those sirens for the parade, or is he infamous around here?
There's still several signs between here and Cody that he may have vandalized back in the day. That was a big deal when we were kids. Here's a 1-0 count, and Craig lifts it high. Shortstop's going to pull it in. Nice play out there by Bryce Hager. 1 out. Last night, saw a special ceremony before the game. Good to see you, Phil. You brought your enforcer with you, right? Yes. He looks like a bouncer.
Oh.
Here's a shot into left field. It's going to get down. Desmond nearly pulled it in. Ball's right at his feet, but a long single going to go to Ethan Hecker.
Oh.
He was all over that first pitch. Desmond nearly laid out for the catch.
Tell you what, I've been impressed with some of the play we've seen from Desmond in center field. Yeah, he had a rough start on the mound yesterday, but as soon as they moved him out to left field, he was effective. He got outs, and he's not afraid to sacrifice his body because he is maybe a split second away from making that play.
Hecker leads off first, and the batter, third baseman Keeson Schilling. Here's the first pitch low from Hibben.
That being said, a great piece of hitting there by Hecker just sends it in the gap where, I mean, quite frankly, probably 80% of center fielders aren't making as close a play as it is.
Hibben yesterday, outstanding day at the plate. He was 2 for 3 yesterday. Mac Hibben with 3 RBI in the game. And a 2-0 count now on Keeson Schilling after that pitch goes low.
So if Powell wins the state title and Cheyenne Post 6 wins the state title, is that about as a perfect week as you can get for Phil Maggard?
Oh, yeah. Well, Maggard, he's a Cheyenne guy now. He'll be
he'll be all in on them for sure.
He'll like Powell winning for sure. I mean, he's here to check out the old field. He played here. Next pitch, called strike on the inside corner. Count goes 2-2 on Keeson Schilling, but yeah, I mean, Phil, he's kind of known as the Cheyenne guy. I mean,
he is.
Post 6 president, long time.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a younger son that's still playing on the Hawks.
Oh, yeah.
Next pitch goes inside on Schilling, full count. So he'll be pressed for a few more years. And then Maggard's the type of guy that he'll say no right now, but I could see him being Representative Maggard or Senator Maggard down in the Wyoming legislature. He's a pretty skilled politician, that guy, and that's a compliment. Foul out of play by Schilling. Does a great job with Post 6. They've handled the transition from tag lane to the future just absolutely perfectly.
Yeah.
They've went with their top assistant as an interim coach to get Post 6 through the year. They haven't missed a beat. Here's the left-handed shooting Hibben, and the pitch will go low, ball 4. So base runners both sides in this first inning. Hecker now at second, Schilling at first. And we'll hear from last night's pitcher, Carmine Newman, who went about 90 pitches last night for Gillette.
You pitched really, really well against a really, really potent lineup, too.
Hibben, first pitch, right down the pipe, called strike one.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of names that are, well, two names specifically that look familiar when you look at Gillette baseball. Kaysen Schilling, Ethan Hecker, of course. There's Riley Schilling, Dominic Hecker over on the AA side. I'm wondering if there's any relation there.
No, I'm guessing brothers probably.
Mm-hmm.
They do a great job in Gillette getting all the kids in a particular family to play baseball. Here's the next pitch from Hibben, and it'll be hit down the right field line. It's fair. It's going to go all the way to the corner. It bounces out. This is going to score 2 runs easily. As trotting into third, Carmine Newman with a slide-in-your-face triple. That couldn't have been hit any more perfectly as it bounced into the corner and then got away from right fielder Sandusky, went back into the playing field, 2 runs across, and Gillette takes the lead.
Good start here by Gillette. Again, kind of picking up right where they left off against Powell yesterday. And that was something that they needed to do. Again, they may have lost that game, but I wonder how much confidence that gives a young team like this to be in a game with a team like Powell for as long as they were.
Here's DH Riker Smith. First pitch, ball 1. So 1 out. Carmine Newman at third base. Pitch on the way, going to be hit foul right above us in the KU broadcast booth. I said that for you.
KU broadcast
Oh, I'm sorry,
booth.
BU, Baylor University.
The Union broadcast booth.
Yeah, it is the Union broadcast booth. Called strike 1 now.
Don't get me in trouble,
Riker
Cody.
Smith. I'm sorry. Tried to do that in previous tournaments, Just having a little fun here. Here's Hibben.
Yeah.
He'll come set, look back. Nice curveball, and oh my. Ball 2.
It missed by maybe a fingernail. It was close.
Had an eyelash in my eye there, but I could have swore it was broke right over the middle of the plate. Here's Hibben. Big cut. Ball gets away from the catcher. It's going to be strike 3, but that'll get him to first base, and it'll score Gillette's 3rd run of this first inning. So 3-1 lead for the Rustlers. This could be an epic shootout, guys.
Yeah.
Slow pitch softball score, 18-16 coming up. It's not that Hibben's pitching poorly. He's throwing strikes for the most part. That one just got away from the catcher, Andre Griman. So here's Hibben back in the stretch now. Runner off first is Riker Smith following that K and dropped ball. So Kaysen Wood, the right fielder, now to the plate. Count on him as 1-0.
Blue calls time there.
As the day goes on, the umpires' jerseys get lighter in color. Here's a
Got
pickoff.
him.
Boy, and they got him. They got Riker Smith leaning towards second, and it was a great pickoff by Mac Hibben. 1-3, that'll be 2 outs.
That's a huge pickoff. Anytime you can erase a base runner, especially on a team that just put up 3 runs against you and you're now down by 2, that's huge.
Hibben back in the windup. Pitch on the way goes high. Ball 2. Yeah, he's got that head move where he looks at first, looks home, looks back, and then throws it. Here's a fly ball drifted into center field, pulled in by Desmond, and that'll end the Gillette first. But a good first inning by the Gillette Rustlers. They scored 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and no runners left on base. It's 3-1 Gillette. This broadcast brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. It's a production of mylocalradio.com.
At
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
3-1 Gillette as we get ready for the top of the second inning. And, we didn't want the game to get over that quickly. Dane Wasson back out for his second inning of work for Gillette. Rustlers with that triple from Carmine Newman. That was a thing of beauty as it knocked. If they were using chalk would have bounced off that line, Elan.
Oh, yeah.
They use paint now in the outfield. Makes that line stay a lot longer. Wasson will face Caleb Kelly, the first baseman. Here's the first pitch to Kelly. Low, ball one. We saw Kelly on the mound yesterday for Torrington. Down the stretch. Pitch on the way from Wasson. Goes low, ball two. Batters on both sides need to adjust what they're seeing. The home plate umpire call. Next pitch goes high, ball three. All this stuff about electronic umpiring and all that drives me crazy because that's what makes baseball great is people make plays, do things differently, and it works for the game. Here's ball four. So Caleb Kelly gets on 4 pitches. And here's third baseman Garrick Hager. Sandusky, the number 9 hole hitter, waits on deck for the Torrington Tigers. Kelly off first base. Well picked toward first. And back easily. He could easily get another step. Is the runner Caleb Kelly. Strikes me as a fast guy on the bases. There's Wasson. Pitch on the way goes inside. Ball one.
You may get your answer to that because he's definitely showing some aggression out there. We'll see if he takes off with nobody down.
5 straight balls to open this inning. Delivered by Dane Wasson. Kelly did not take off. Foul ball left side. Strike one. Hager, the number 8 hitter in this Torrington lineup. Torrington already with the 1 run on 3 hits. Pitch from Wasson on the way, goes outside. Ball 2 on Hager. Trying to hear what the Torrington coach is saying, but kind of hard to pick it up. Next pitch is fouled out of play. It'll head back behind the bleachers, and now we've got a 3-girl chase toward that foul ball. Got news for you. That's a piece of bubble gum. Not sure it's worth sweating for. Here's Wasson. Pitch on the way. It's going to be lifted towards center field, right at the center fielder. Making that catch, Ethan Lemke, and 1 out. There used to be hordes of kids when I was a little kid that would chase foul balls for a quarter. I mean, that was big bucks back then.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was like 20, 30 years before our producer was born. when the dollar was worth a lot. Gas was like 50 cents a gallon.
You can go to a movie for 10 cents.
Well, you could take when I was in high school, you could go out on a date. You could eat dinner. You could have ice cream afterwards. You could go to the movie for $10.
For the both of you.
You bet.
Sheesh.
Good stuff. 1 ball, no strikes on Colby Sandusky. Here's a hit down the left field line. It's fair. And we'll see. We're going to get extra bases, at least moving up from second to third. Goes Caleb Kelly. Kind of hesitated at second, Elan, and I thought,
little close.
Man, he's setting himself up, but he was able to get in there safely with the head-first slide.
Well, one thing that helped is that throw died right before it got to the bag, so that really helped Kelly get over to third in time. But, that was Torrington fans a little stressed there.
Base runners now at first and third for Torrington, as we'll get leadoff hitter Landry Griman. Griman struck out on 3 pitches to open this ball game. We'll see what Wasson's got in store for Griman. First and third situation, runner takes off from first. They'll let him go, so now Torrington with runners at second and third. Caleb Kelly at third. Colby Sandusky at second. And 1 ball on Landry Griman.
By the way, we got our answer about Kelly. He's fast.
Yeah, he's got some wheels. Here's the pitch from Wasson. It'll go high, ball 2. I may have underestimated the final score. It may be 21-20. We'll see. Right now, 3-1 in the second. Runners second and third, 1 out.
Previous game was 5-3 the final.
Pitch inside, Griman grounds toward third. It's fielded. They're going to have to tag him. He's safe. Sliding under the tag. You're right, he is fast. That's Caleb Kelly scoring as they tried to cut the run at home. That was third baseman Kaysen Schilling. He delivered a strike, but it was high. And unfortunately, unable to get down the tag was Drew Wasson. He had to jump high and then come down quickly, and gravity just didn't pull him low enough in time. So 3-2 ball game as Landry Griman will get on a fielder's choice following that throw to home. So again, first and third situation for Torrington, and Aiden Desmond, who singled and scored his first time up the last inning, will come to the plate. Wasson in the stretch, delivers the pitch. It'll go inside, ball 1.
Tying feet 90 feet away, 1 down. Man, there's a lot on the table if you're Torrington right now.
Offense, 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 they're thinking. There's Desmond. Wasson delivers, and it hits him in the elbow, and that's why you wear the elbow pad right there. So hit by pitch. Desmond didn't lean into it, but it got him in the elbow. So bases loaded now of Torrington Tigers. How many Tigers does it take to load the bases, Jace? 5. Man. Where'd you get your undergrad degree from?
The Real Pistol Pete School.
Mail order, Oklahoma State, yeah.
I did it in 3 years, too. That's how smart I was.
They have graduation after you went hog hunting.
Oh, my gosh.
First pitch goes low. It bounces away.
It.
And we're going to possibly get 2 runs, but no, 1 scores. Coming home from third will be Sandusky on the wild pitch. Going to third is Landry Griman. Going to second is Aiden Desmond. And it's a ball.
Bounced off of the knee pad of Wasson, rolled away from him. He's looking towards the first base line, thinking the ball's got to be over there when it's really in the opposite direction, and that really brings Torrington in and a chance for them to take momentum back in this.
Griman at third, Desmond at second. Here's the pitch from Wasson. It'll go outside, ball 2 on Mac Ibben. The Torrington pitcher looking to help himself here. He flew out to right field his first time up. If you can put a fly ball into the outfield, that would possibly be another run for Torrington. There's Wasson with the pitch and lifted out of play down the third baseline. And here goes the race again. It's 3 girls off to the races. And somebody did a face plant on that other field.
Ooh.
That hurt. Oh, I'm sure it physically hurt. Pitch on the way from Wasson goes outside. Ball 3 on Mac Hibben.
Just so you know, he's not talking to the voices in his head. Jace Andrews, our producer, is saying stuff off mic over there, which eventually the 3 of us are all going to get on together, and it's going to be fun.
That would be fun.
Oh, it's going to happen. We've already talked about it.
Here's Wasson. Base hit into the middle by Hibben.
This is
that
2.
Could score 2. It will. The center fielder drops the ball. Here comes Aiden Desmond. He'll stand up and score. 2-run single delivered by Mac Hibben.
Great job there by Torrington, not panicking, just taking what's coming and just poking it the other way. Are we going to see a pitch change already here for Gillette? Well, we're definitely have some action in the bullpen, so maybe not a pitching change, but letting them know, hey, we're getting backup ready. Get us through get us out of this inning, I think is what he's asking for right now.
1 out, 4 runs across in the top of the second for Torrington. Torrington with 3 hits in the inning and capped off there by pitcher Mac Hibben's 2-run single. Sam Stearns talking things over with his guys, and they will get people warmed up pretty quickly. And if I'm guessing that if Wasson has trouble with the next batter, Bryce Hager, that, there'll be a pitch and change coming up shortly. Hager going to step in wearing probably the most famous number in basketball history.
Yep.
There's Wasson. Of course, it's number 23. Pitch on the way goes low, and it'll get away from Wasson, the catcher. That's Drew Wasson. Now going toward third is Torrington, sliding in safely. Great hustle play. Over there at third by Mac Hibben.
He went from first to third on a passed ball. That takes speed and just confidence, and if you hesitate one bit, he's throwing you out at third.
Well, and it took Drew Wasson had to go back behind the Torrington bench where his view was obscured, and it gave Wasson just enough of Hibben just enough of an opportunity to get to third. Yeah, 2-0 count to Bryce Hager. 1 out, runner at third base. Pitch on the way goes high. Hager today with that left wrist wrapped in pink. Probably the only wrap they had. So 3-0 count on shortstop Bryce Hager. Pitch on the way from Wasson, called strike 1.
You won't miss him out there, that's for sure, with that pink wrap out there.
Hager, the 7th batter to come up here in the 2nd inning for the Tigers. Wasson, pitch on the way, grounder out front of the plate, and it's going to go foul. Both Wassons were right there to field that ball in foul territory. And that'll put a full count on the board. Hibben at third base, 1 out, and full count for Hager. Wasson still throwing in the stretch as he has the whole game. Pitch on the way, fouled. Just got a piece of it as it went back and then bounced off the home plate umpire's New Balance umpire shoes with the steel toes.
Better the shoes than the mask.
Got to have that steel toe. That'll save you a lot of future problems at the podiatrist. Pitch on the way, goes low and inside. Hager going to draw the walk. And now with 1 out, Torrington back with runners first and third, and I'm guessing Hager will be on the move. Grady Shields had an RBI single in the first. And he'll step to the plate. Torrington looking for more. Right now is when you ramp up the pressure if you're the Torrington Tigers. You want to keep the pressure on. Don't settle for what's happened so far. Wasson, pitch on the way. Breaks low and outside. Ball 1.
Orange bat there for Torrington. I think we've seen that one used a lot this week.
That is kind of a fun bat. It's a better color than Oklahoma State's team colors.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Going towards second, they'll cut it off. And standing up with the stolen base, Bryce Hager. So now Torrington runners second and third after that steal by Hager. That was a set play by Gillette to cut it off in case that guy went from third. Hibben stayed put. Wasson, pitch on the way. Outside. Ball 2. Count goes 2-1 on Grady Shields.
Got a little bit of raindrops falling down right now.
A little rain cloud kind of heading right at us. No wind at all today. Here's a check swing foul back to the screen.
I'll take the no wind because we were grabbing onto this pop-up like it was going to be the house in Wizard of Oz last night.
Olympics underway in Paris. And the only thing we're really reading about Paris, yeah, it looks like maybe a little short thunder boomer heading toward Powell in the next hour or so.
Well, with the way Torrington is piling runs on right here, this could be very interesting.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Wasson in the stretch. Shields fouls it. Left side, fielded by the Torrington coach. Count stays 2-2. As I was talking, Olympics going on in Paris, but about the only thing you hear about right now is the controversy associated with the opening ceremonies. They've been covering that more than they've covered swimming, and that's a crime, in my opinion. 5-3 lead for Torrington. Here's the pitch from Wasson. And strike 3. Did they say they did call him out? So Shields maybe thought he had had a little bat on the ball, strikes out. And there's, what do we have?
Hold on.
2 outs. All right,
maybe.
Umpires going to get together. We'll see if there was.
It might have been called foul.
Shields not going back to the dugout yet. Umpires get together. They want to get it right. Basically how that happens is home plate umpire looks at each umpire and says, you got anything for me? And if they don't,
they got nothing.
They're going to uphold the strikeout. So Shields goes down on strikes. There's 2 outs. And that'll bring to the plate the number 9 hitter in this inning, Ryan Morehouse. Morehouse flew out to second to end the first. And he has a chance here to knock in a couple runs for the Tigers. Wasson comes set. He'll fake back towards second. And they nearly got Hager leading off second. You guys have a pitch count on Wasson?
51.
Was that accurate?
Yep.
Okay, good. Well, second inning in Wasson already at 51 pitches. Little thunder rolling in the background. Pitch goes inside on Ryan Morehouse. One ball. Runners second and third. Wasson delivers the pitch to Morehouse, goes outside. Ball 2. Got a feel for a pitcher when things just aren't going your way.
Lonely place out there.
Pitch on the way, outside, ball 3. So 3-0 count on Ryan Morehouse. Caleb Kelly, who singled and scored to start this inning, waits on deck. Morehouse, there's the pitch. Called strike one. Actually called strike one. 3-1 count. Hibben off third base. Hager off second. Morehouse, here's the pitch. He'll hit it deep into left field, right at the left fielder, and that'll end the inning. Nice catch there by Carmine Newman. 9 batters come to the plate for the Torrington Tigers. They put up 4 runs in the inning, and they lead. It's Torrington 5, Gillette 3. This is a production brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and MyLocalRadio.com.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life, and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
One strike on Jamie Macias, the first baseman for Gillette, has Mac Hibben. Showing the wear and tear on his uniform from sliding head first at third after that triple. Delivers the 0-1 pitch, and it'll go off the... Did it go off the corner of the plate, or did it hit the catcher?
Might hit the catcher, I think.
Yeah, it looks like he's feeling a little pain out there. Landry Grimes.
Yeah, that caught the catcher. Just judging from the body language.
That ball bounced about 40 feet. And the count now 1-1 on Macias. Pitch from Hibben. Inside, nearly hit Macias. Ball 2. 24 pitches so far for Mac Hibben. Pitch on the way. Just inside. Ball 3. So Gillette waiting to get things going. They've got 3 runs on 2 hits. Hibben working quickly, ball 4. So Macias leads things off with a walk. That'll be the first walk issued in the ball game by Mac Hibben. And the Gillette hitter going to be catcher Drew Wasson. You think the 2 Wasson boys have ever played catch in their backyard?
Oh, probably.
Called strike 1, and I'm guessing that Dane Wasson's never thrown a ball when they play catch with each other. And Drew Wasson's going to take one off the back of the knee. So hit by pitch, and that'll send runners, or move runners to first and second on that hit by pitch. Like a catcher. He didn't touch it, didn't rub it, just ran down to first.
Said, I'll take the base, thank you.
Catchers are tough. A lot tougher than home plate umpires, I'll tell you that. We saw that yesterday.
Yeah, 6. Well, you say it 6 times.
Go back to Gillette, you know, the UIC in this tournament. Here's a bunt, and it'll be fielded foul by Mac Hibben, but home plate umpire, the umpire-in-chief for this tournament from Gillette, he got hit 6 times yesterday. I've been teasing him a little bit today.
Oh,
And,
you actually went and told him what you said on the broadcast?
Oh, yeah. He said, I've got several bruises. I said, you
I'm
set
sure.
a record. You set a record, buddy. And he said, gee, that's a record I want. Ethan Lemke, 0-1 count. Lemke, the center fielder for Gillette. Here's a bunt and a nice one down the third baseline. They'll have to work hard. Hibben throws it away. That's going to be a 2-run error as the ball goes all the way to the right fielder, and they'll only score 1 run as holding up at third. Sam Stearns holds him up on that run was Drew Wasson. So 1 run scores. Macias comes all the way around from second. And Lemke gets on the error. And he ends up on second. So runners second and third now for Gillette. 5-4 ball game. Already 9 runs through, 9 outs. Hibben's first pitch goes low, ball 1 on Kobe Craig. Craig, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up. If they stay according to plan here, could have 27 total runs. Next pitch goes low, ball 1.
One of these pitchers is going to have to settle in and start taking control of this game because this is just wild.
A lot of offense here early on. Hibben's next pitch goes high, ball 2, and the Torrington fans did not like that ball call. So 3-0 count on Kobe Craig. Pitch on the way from Hibben goes high, ball 4. Bases are juiced, full of Rustlers, and we'll get a trip to the mound by the Torrington coach. I'm not sure who that coach is. Is it Morgan Desmond, you think?
No, that's Lane.
Is that Lane Greiman?
That's Lane Greiman, yeah.
Okay.
He's the manager.
All right, so Greiman comes out. Settle things down a little bit, I like to go out there when I was coaching and so what do you guys want to eat for dinner tonight? Talk about anything for baseball, but then just say, relax, man. It's a game. Have fun. Hibben wanted a few of those calls. He's going to stay out there. Is Greiman now going to come off the field? Like a manager. Slowly. Does not step on that chalked line. And Hibben now will step to the mound. Bases loaded with Gillette Rustlers. Ethan Hecker, who singled and scored in the first inning. And he'll see a called strike 1 and zeroing right back in, Mac Hibben. Hibben's second pitch on the way. Up the middle.
Oh.
It's going to be a single. It's going to score 2 runs. They'll try to throw it out at home, but easily scoring is going to be the second run. That is going to be Drew Wasson coming from third. Ethan Lemke from second. 2 runs across on that 2-run single. Ecker now 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs.
That ball just ricocheted off the top of Hibben's glove when it went right back to him. So I was That's why it was one of those, because he was so close to making that play.
Thunder rolling in the background as Kason Schilling steps in. Ball 1. So 3 runs across in the inning. And Schilling's going to find the hole out in right center field. That'll score at least 1 run as Aiden Desmond comes over, fields the ball. It gets away from the second baseman, but he'll pick it up. And scoring is going to be Kobe Craig from second base.
Well,
that'll move runners up.
We said Torrington had the makings of a big inning in them when they got all those runs in with 1 out. That is the 4th run and nobody down for Gillette.
I had it at, I changed it to 21-19. Now 21-20. It's 7-5 now. Gillette by 2 runs. Runners first and third, no outs. Pitch on the way from Hibben. Goes high, ball 1 on Carmine Newman. Newman's first time up today, tripled and scored. Here's Hibben's second pitch, and he tried to pull it back, but Newman was well into that swing, strike one. Good breaking pitch from Mac Hibben. Hibben now up to 40 pitches. Hibben comes set, delivers the pitch, again inside. That thing broke in the same spot. Strike two as we get more thunder in the background. We do not need a delay today. Hibben looks toward third, back to first. Runners first and third. Big cut. Strike three. Hibben comes back, gets the first out of the inning. Strikes out Carmine Newman, the cleanup hitter for Gillette. Here's Riker Smith, the designated hitter. Riker struck out his first time up and then got on in a pass ball. Hibben, breaking pitch, strike one. So we'll see if Hibben now dialed back in. Runners first and third for Gillette. Sam Stearns giving signs over there at third. Nothing on. Big cut, strike two. And again, that breaking pitch, Elan, worked well that time. It's breaking right at their ankles.
He needs to continue throwing it. 4 runs in, just 1 out. Got to keep grinding here.
0-2 count, fouled out of play by Smith. Count remains 0-2. 1 out here in the second. 7-5 lead by the Gillette Rustlers over the Torrington Tigers. And, boy, they've scored some runs. Not a pitcher's duel at all. Hibben's pitch outside. Ball one. More thunder above us to the right. No wind. It is just quiet. Then we get a little gust.
You get a little bit of
Here's a little fly ball lifted, and boy, what a mistake by Schilling. He'll get doubled off. And Torrington stops the bleeding as Gillette puts up a 4 spot here in the second. It's Gillette 7, Torrington 5. This is a production of the MyLocalRadio.com and brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
When you reach in front of me, all right? 7-5 ball game. When I'm talking, why don't you just leave it at the break, all right? 7-5 ball game. Gillette, 4 runs in the bottom of the second. Matched Torrington's 4 runs in the top of the second. And, Elan, this game so far been a lot of fireworks offensively.
Yeah. You get the feeling whoever settles in their pitcher first, they're going to be the one that gets this thing done.
Caleb Kelly, the batter for Torrington. Wasson still out there on the mound, starting this inning with 56 pitches. First pitch is going to be a ball. Kelly singled and scored his last time to the plate. And the ball goes inside, ball 2, and immediately one Wasson goes out at catcher to talk to the pitcher Wasson, and they settle back in.
Talk about playing catch. That's all you're doing right now if you're Dane right now.
One thing I learned before this game was that 2 of the teams in this tournament are using electronic pitch counting. So you'll see Cody wears the wristband.
Yeah, it's like an Apple Watch type looking thing.
Yeah. And you deliver the pitch, and you can send short messages through your cell phone right to the pitcher and catcher. 3-1 count now on Caleb Kelly. Wasson comes set. Pitch on the way. Called, strike 2. Count goes full now on Kelly. 7-5 lead for the Rustlers. Hoping to kind of put an end to this and play defense. Here's a foul ball. Just hanging in there was Caleb Kelly. We saw Kelly's wheels in that last inning. Torrington being instructed to get back into the dugout. By looking at it, it looks like most of the team wants to stand on the field. Here's the pitch outside, ball 4. Here we go again. First runner aboard, and did look that up in the last game, that stat. Aaron, I'm sorry, but national study says that 57.6% of batters who get on to lead off an inning score.
So chances are, but not 90% or 80%, however.
First pitch goes high, ball 1, and I'll probably hear from Aaron about that. But that was a study taken of 65,000 at-bats in all levels of baseball. Next pitch goes high, ball 2. Right now Wasson struggling to find the plate. We have a slight rain falling here, and even though we've got more sunlight now than we had all day yesterday. Next pitch from Wasson goes inside. He's just struggling. Was there a better smell than rainfall on a musty day? Good stuff.
No wind.
There's Wasson. He'll come set. Pitch on the way. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Wasson. You got to wonder how long this is going to go on as Sam Stearns calls time and heads for the mound. We could get a pitching change here.
Yep.
And we do. Wasson going to leave the game. Battled hard, leaves the game with 67 pitches. And the new pitcher for Gillette, as I call up the, is going to be number 20, Riker Smith. So Riker Smith, it looks like, will be the new pitcher. Riker currently the designated hitter, so they will kill the DH, and Riker Smith will take his warm-ups. This tournament, Game 5, yesterday's scores. Cody beat Sheridan 9-1. Casper beat Evanston 13-3. Lovell beat Torrington 13-3, and Powell came from behind to beat Gillette 10-4. First game of the day saw Evanston beating Sheridan 5-3. That's great news for listeners of mylocalradio.com, as Evanston now will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And this game between Torrington and Gillette, game number 6 of this tournament. And we're hoping this tent is waterproof.
Looks like it.
Just don't touch it. If you touch it, that's right where the rain will start coming through. Learned that a long time ago. Put my hand right above my head on my old dome tent, and then water ran on my face the whole night. It was refreshing.
Yeah, probably didn't sleep a wink, though.
So Riker Smith will come in the game for Gillette. You ever slept in a tent? Baylor, you ever slept in a tent?
No, I don't come from Wyoming.
I find it hard to believe that Jace has never slept in a tent before.
That's hilarious.
You're serious?
Wow.
My family was never a camping family.
Okay.
Well, you know, working in the radio business, you're only one firing away from sleeping in a tent.
He's got a good truck. He'll be fine.
I'll sleep in my truck.
All right, so Torrington batter to the plate is Colby Sandusky. Runners first and second. And Riker Smith now, the pitcher on the hill for Gillette. First pitch, ball 1 on Sandusky. The big kick, the fastball, it goes low. Runner's going to move up, and Wasson lets him go. He didn't have time to make the throw anyway. So wild pitch moves those runners to second and third. No outs for Torrington. This may blow up the entire broadcast time schedule if this game lasts 4 hours and 20 minutes. There's Smith. Kicks, fires high. Ball 2. Ball 3? Oh, 3-0. Thank you. It's amazing how young people can text a girlfriend of a month and keep track of the count at the same time. There's Smith, pitch on the way. Outside corner, called strike 1. At least you're smiling.
Again, he's talking to Jace, not to just someone in his head.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you, Elan.
Nope.
I want your wife to get upset with you. Here's the next pitch, strike 2. I could hear that.
Oh, boy.
That is not happening. Full count, pitch on the way, outside, ball 4, and Gillette now has walked the bases full of Torrington Tigers. And to the plate, the leadoff hitter, Landry Greiman.
This game could easily come down to just the fact whoever has the last at bat, with how both of these teams are scoring runs pretty much on command.
Well, we've almost got a football score already if you count a safety in the mix. Smith, bases full, delivers the fastball. Now he's just overthrowing, threw it outside, ball 1. Bases juiced. 1-0 count. Landry Greiman, the catcher, looking to help out his pitcher. Next pitch called strike 1. 1-1 count. 8 pitches already for Riker Smith, facing his second batter. Next pitch on the way goes inside, gets away from the catcher, and that'll score a Torrington run. And the score now 7-6. As coming home safely, Caleb Kelly with his second run score to the game. So runners move up. Sandusky at second, Hager at third. And a 2-1 count on Landry Greiman. When you're umpiring a game like this, Elan, it's like, oh my God, this game's going to last forever. Pitch on the way from Smith, outside. Ball 3.
Yeah, so at some point a pitcher's going to have to just kind of settle in and kind of take control of this thing.
You hope so. Either that or you might as well play slow pitch softball.
Especially since this is an elimination game. You don't want
high, ball 4.
You don't want to go home based on mistakes and not being able to find the zone. And
bases again loaded. Sam Stern's going to come out. And now what do we have here?
Well, at first the pitching coach was going to come out.
Greiman's, I think they wanted to see if the batting order was right. No?
They had a mound visit earlier, but they lost track of their mound visit.
Gotcha.
That's why he waited before crossing the white line. Because once you cross the white line...
Oh, it's a trip. Yep. So the pitching coach talking things over with Riker Smith.
This is the one mound visit he gets. That was what was going on there. They were trying to figure out, is this a mound visit we've already seen? But no, this is the first time they've talked with Riker. They went and got
should be Riker's
Lawson.
first mound visit.
Yep.
All kinds of confusion anymore. They've changed the rules at the major league and college level about how many visits you can get. And I would say that was the first mound visit to Riker Smith.
Mm-hmm. And I think Blue agrees with you there.
Aiden Desmond singled, got hit by a pitch, has scored 2 runs in this ball game. And we're in the bottom of the second. First pitch inside on Desmond, ball 1. 7-6, Gillette leads it by 1. No outs, bases loaded for Torrington. Here's Smith, he'll come set. Pitch on the way, called strike 1. 1-1 count here in the second. Was it the top
third.
of the third?
Top
it
of
is
the third.
The top of the third, excuse me. Top of the third inning. Smith, pitch on the way, outside, ball 2. I should have known that right here in my book. It says 3 on top of the column I'm writing in.
In this type of game, it's really a challenge for batters to lay off because you want to swing at anything close.
2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Smith. Big swing. Strike 2 on Aiden Desmond.
But at the same time, if pitchers are having trouble finding strike zone, you kind of have to take what's given to you. Even though it's not that flashy hit or anything like that.
Smith brings the pitch. Ground ball towards shortstop.
Oh.
Over the top of the shortstop. Took a wild hop. And that's going to score 2 runs. Guess what? Torrington back in the lead. No outs. So 2 runs score on that 2-run single by Aiden Desmond. Desmond at first, and moving all the way to third is Landry Griman. 8-7 now, Torrington. You guys were laughing at me when I said 21-20 a while ago. 15 runs already. No outs in the third. Here's Smith. Hibben gonna, well, he squared the bunt. Desmond took off to second. Hibben pulled it back and safely into second with a stolen base. Aiden Desmond. No outs. 0-1 count on Mac Hibben, already with 1 single in the game, a 2-run single. Next pitch, low, ball 1.
This game is wild. I have no idea who's got control of this thing.
Nobody at this point.
Like, it is just...
Literally what you said could come true. Home team might have advantage. Here's Hibben. He'll lift the fly ball towards center, tagging it third. We'll see the throw here. It's going to be cut off at the pitcher's mound. And coming in safely and scoring is Landry Griman on the sacrifice fly RBI by Mac Hibben. So Mac Hibben gets his 3rd run batted in this game. Desmond stays at second, and with 2 outs, that'll bring to the plate Bryce Hager. Hager with a single in the first. I'm not sure what he did there. I think he walked. So 1 for 1 for Bryce Hager. First pitch to Hager is fouled. Count goes 0-1. Only 1 out here in the top of the third. Already 4 runs across for Torrington. They lead it 9-7. Pitch on the way from Smith. Fouled left side. Past the coach and out in toward left field. Count goes 0-2, and that's maybe one of the first 0-2 counts in the ball game. 1 out. 0-2 count on Bryce Hager. Smith Kicks, fires, goes high and outside. Ball 1.
Trying to get a weather update here.
22 pitches in relief in this inning for Riker Smith. He'll come set. Desmond leads off second. Hager is going to hit it deep. It's going to be a fly ball. Not deep enough for Desmond to move from second to third, even though he would have made it there as the shortstop drops the ball. So 2 outs.
So weather report looks like we are in the clear for at least 6 o'clock tonight.
That's good. Like it. Grady Shields, 1 for 2, will come to the plate. He had a RBI single in the first. Who doesn't have an RBI in this game?
This is kind of the Oprah Winfrey game, if you know what I mean.
I don't have a clue.
You get an RBI. Exactly. Jace got it. You get an RBI. You get an RBI.
Yeah, that's the woke trophy game.
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody gets a medal. First pitch, foul ball right side. Shields counts 0-1. Smith, fastball, delivered towards shortstop. And that'll end the inning as they throw across. Wow. 8 runners,
Wow.
8 batters come to the plate. 4 runs scored in the inning. It's Gillette 9. Actually, no, it's Torrington 9. Excuse me, I had lost track here. So many runs being scored. Torrington 9, Gillette 7. We'll be back. This is a production of MyLocalRadio.com, and the broadcast brought to you by Buckle Up for Life, Wyoming.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Nine runs on 6 hits for the Torrington Tigers. On the other side, 7 runs on 4 hits for the Gillette Rustlers as Gillette comes to the plate. Kason Wood, right fielder, steps in, and Elan admiring his new post 6 hat. It fits if you grow your hair out. First pitch called strike 1. It's a little loose on your head, isn't it? That Evanston wind might blow it down to Logan.
Actually felt pretty tight.
Oh, all right.
Thank you very much. Once I get the bill the way I want it, it'll fit just right.
All right.
Thank you, Phil.
Counts 1-1. Oh, Maggard. He never forgets a way to promote his team. Bringing post 6 hats to a Class A tournament where Cheyenne's not even entered. Called strike from Hibben on Wood. Count goes 1-2. Now that's a good-looking hat you got, Elan.
Yep. Might wear it at some point this week. So I've got my Outlaws hat, which I'm wearing as long as we're in the tournament.
Yeah.
Then I've got a neutral hat, and then I got that one. So I've got 3 hats at the tournament right now.
I wear my Wichita hat here for my broadcast partner over here on the left. Makes him feel like he's home in Kansas. 1 out after that strikeout.
Where did this Kansas thing even... You know what? We're going to save that until all 3 of us are on the air. Where did that even start?
I don't know. I was just having fun. Jamie Macias, the batter, first baseman. First pitch ball on that second pitch. Swinging strike 1. Hey, we're having fun. It's day 2. We're getting a little rummy here. we'll all get to sleep in the morning as the first game's at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1, 4, and 7. Awesome game times.
Pitch from Hibben goes low, and it hits the umpire. Need a helmet for those worms? Is that what I heard?
That's exactly what someone said in the Gillette dugout.
Nice. Well, if there was a worm there, it's dead. 2-1 count. I liked it. I don't think I've ever heard that, though.
Well, it's like a worm burner, fast on the ground.
You're telling this story. A worm burner?
You ever heard of that one?
No, I like
Jace, you're not on the microphone. If you're going to tell stories, put the headset on.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Big cut, strike 3, and Hibben slamming the door shut on the Gillette offense. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, now that you got a 2-run lead, and I was actually talking with Jace during the break that if you're a hitter in this game, you were just kind of licking your chops. Like, oh, we gave up 2 runs. We're probably about to get 4 if this thing follows the way it's going.
Here's Drew Wasson, Gillette catcher, and that breaking pitch again, breaking right in at the ankles, swinging strike 1.
A worm burner is a ground ball that's like really scalded.
Hi, Jace.
Hi.
Is that like the Urban Dictionary for baseball? Pitch goes inside, ball 2.
It's been said on 10,000 Major League broadcasts.
Has it really? 10,000? Counts 1-1, excuse me, on Wasson.
Get it right.
Oh, my gosh.
Wasson, the Gillette catcher.
All right, we're going to start this now. Okay.
Hibben, pitch. Low. Ball 2. You're hilarious.
You don't
He's
have to
never
tell
going to
me.
want to work with me again, but I don't think I probably won't see you during football or basketball. You're like the play-by-play guy for the Pirates in Idaho.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
In Dayton, Idaho.
Dayton, Idaho. Where is that?
Yeah, they said Dayton. I thought I was going to Ohio at first.
Is that south of Pocatello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, right on the border must be, huh?
That's why I live in Logan.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. You'd think you'd be calling Utah State football or something.
I wish. You got the end?
Hibben. Big cut, big strike, 2-2. Again, that breaking pitch. He's found something that's working, Elan, and that's that little slider that breaks in on the ankles.
Yeah, if you can locate this consistently, this could be the moment we've been waiting for someone to take control of this game.
Pitch goes inside, nearly hits Wasson.
Someone just came back
Ball
from a
free.
Someone just came back from a milkshake from the ice cream stand. And
Ooh.
yeah, got me thinking.
Shaved ice, too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Hibben in the windup, pitch. Called strike 3, and that'll retire the
There we
side.
go.
Mac Hibben gets 3 Ks in the inning, and that'll send Gillette back to the field. It's Torrington 9, Gillette 7. This broadcast brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, a production of MyLocalRadio.com.
At Blacks Fork Dental, we're not just a dental office, we're a family. We believe in inspiring lasting smiles, and that means welcoming patients of all ages. From the littlest smiles to the wisest grins, our team is here to provide gentle and caring dental care for your entire family. Our warm and friendly atmosphere will make you and your kids feel right at home, ensuring every visit is a positive one. At our office, we use the latest technology to provide top-notch care for your family's dental needs, from x-rays to crowns, clear correct to implants, or even dentures. Blacks Fork Dental, where advanced technology meets compassionate care. Join our dental family today by scheduling at blacksforkdental.com.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
(9-7), Mac Hibben for Torrington strikes out the side in the third, and that was a boring inning, Elan. It was 3 up, 3 down.
Boo. I want 20 runs.
Let's look here at the
we still may get 20 runs
from each
Torrington,
team.
First inning, scores 1 run. 4 in the second, 4 in the third. Gillette, 3 in the first, 4 in the second. And then they go down on strikes in the third. It's 9-7. We're not even halfway through this. And it's a good competitive game, evenly matched so far.
At this point, you usually have an idea of which way the wind's blowing. I've got no idea what's going to happen with this one, Cody.
Riker Smith back on the mound. Came on in relief in the last inning. First pitch delivered outside to Ryan Morehouse.
And the fact that this is an elimination game makes it even crazier that this is happening.
Morehouse has flew out twice. He'll ground towards second. Coming over, making a play, bouncing it, and then dropping it is the first baseman. It was a tough play to pick up by the first baseman, Jamie Macias. That was a decent throw coming from short. It bounced in enough time by Kobe Craig, but it'll go as a throwing error for Craig, and Morehouse on base.
Guys, this could go down as one of those strangest games because we've had this shootout for so long, but the momentum is squarely with Torrington, and with the numbers they've been putting up, this could get kind of crazy.
50 viewers viewing in right now. Thank you for watching today's broadcast. Is that good?
That's very
excellent.
Pretty good.
If you're listening in Torrington, go Trailblazers.
That's Portland.
I'll be down there sometime in September as Riverton and Mark Lenhart make a trip down to his old stomping grounds in Goshen County. First pitch by Riker Smith is called strike. Ryan Morehouse on first after that throwing error by the shortstop. Here's a throw back to first. Almost got Morehouse walking off. He's back safely. No outs. Riker Smith now at 28 pitches. Pitch on the way goes inside.
That hit him?
Did it hit him? I believe it did.
I heard
2 hits there. And Caleb Kelly will get on the hit by pitch. So first 2 batters reach base unconventional ways, an error and a hit by pitch for Torrington. Torrington picks up right where it left off. They've already sent 23 batters to the plate.
Wow.
Here's Garrett Hager. Pitch on the way from Smith goes high, ball 1. When you send that many batters to the plate in 3 innings, that leads to runs. And a long 3-inning stretch for a broadcaster. Here's Smith. Pitch on the way. Low. Ball 2. 2-0 count on Garrett Hager.
I'm fascinated by the situation we're in right now because nobody down, runners in scoring position. They put up 4 the last 2 innings, so there's no reason to suspect that they won't do it again.
Big cut from Hager on the fastball, strike 1.
And if they do put up 4 this inning, next inning, that could make things really interesting.
Definitely. Here's Smith. He'll look back towards second. Runners first and second. Pitch goes high. Ball 3.
This feels like a huge inning, guys, because if Gillette can get out of here with it being a 2-run game, then this thing kind of stays status quo. But if Torrington has a massive inning, then they create the separation they've been trying to get ever since they put up 5 in the first 2 innings.
Smith delivers strike 2, outside corner. So full count on Garrett Hager. And you're right. I mean, if you get a big inning every inning, at some point you're going to create some space between you and your opponent. Full count. Off on the run was Torrington that time with no outs. They'll have to go back on the foul down the left field line by Hager. Full count, no outs. Feels like we've been here for 3 days. Here's Smith. Looks back towards second. Pitch on the way, high, ball 4. 3 batters faced here in the 4th.
Here comes Coach.
3 batters on base. Here comes Sam Stearns for the mound visit. Had about 6 raindrops on us.
Maybe a little bit more than that.
See those post 6 hats. Let's take a look at those.
Okay.
I want to see if they engraved the inside with all their state championship years.
I don't think. Oh, maybe they did. I don't know. I don't think so.
No?
No.
What's he charging you for those?
Nothing.
Wow. Are they different?
No.
Sweet.
One for me, one for Aaron, and one for Anthony. I guess, if anything, I guess it's a thank you for doing the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, Cheyenne gets a lot of attention on that podcast in AA. You guys do a great job mixing it up, bringing different guests on. Stern's still talking things over with Riker Smith. He's got to stay with Smith. Got to win this game if you're Gillette, and so your pitching staff is, relatively limited here.
It's not just win this game. This inning feels like the game. If you allow Torrington to have a big inning, you just saw Hibben shut you down. The whole time you've been dealing with, okay, they put up 4 runs, but we're only down by 2.
Yep.
There's a big difference between them putting up 4 runs and being down by 6.
Colby Sandusky, the Torrington batter, first pitch, again, overthrew it. And now he's kind of looking at the mound like maybe he's going to blame it on the mound, but he's just overthrowing just a bit. Sandusky has scored twice today, singled and walked. The bottom part of this Torrington order has scored 7 of their 9 runs. Here's a little foul ball lifted out of play. It's going to get into the bleachers. Folks, all you got to do is look up. You didn't need to flinch like that.
I was going to catch it.
I was about to say, Jace about threw the headset off and took off.
I thought he would, but,
Cody got in my way.
Hard to catch baseballs in Kansas. 1-1 count. Smith comes set. Fastball right down the middle, called strike. So count goes 1-2 on Colby Sandusky. Here's Smith. Pitch on the way. Breaks high. Ball 2. It did. It broke just a bit late. He's got good stuff. He's just been all over and around the zone. Pitch from Smith goes outside.
Well, and remember, this is the Gillette Rustlers. This is the single A team that is the feeder team for a AA program. So these are kids that are still trying to figure some stuff out. This is very much a developmental arm for the Rough Riders.
Full count, strike 3. So 1 out for Torrington, or for Gillette here in the 4th, playing defense. Base is still loaded, and we're back to the top of the lineup. 4th inning, making his 4th appearance at the plate, Landry Greiman. Greiman in this game has walked, reached base on a fielder's choice. He scored twice and struck out to open this game. Pitch from Smith, low, ball 1. If you're a home plate umpire out there right now, you're just sweating buckets because these innings are lasting forever.
They are earning their payday for sure.
Smith, right down the middle, called strike 1.
As are the managers that have to manage this game, because this is not a game that you get a lot of practice managing, this type of just blow-up game. I mean, if you're Torrington, you've scored 9 runs, you win 80% of your games by just doing that.
Next pitch goes high, ball 2. Count 2-1 now on Greiman.
Could say the same thing about the 7 runs put up by Gillette.
Casper player over here drinking his power drink, Mountain Dew. Here's a ball hit towards shortstop. They'll throw to second and get the out, but Torrington will score a run on the fielder's choice. And now the score 10-7. Greiman will reach that out 6-4, gets Garrett Hager off the bases. And Ryan Morehouse scores. Caleb Kelly moves to 3rd. Greiman at 1st.
How tall would you say Aiden Desmond is?
I'm going to say right about probably 6'1", because Kraft is about 6'2", the umpire. Here's the first pitch, lofted into right field, and the ball is caught. That'll end the inning. Right fielder hauls it in. Boy, and Gillette did a masterful job holding Torrington to 1 run. So 1 run scored in the top of the 4th. It's Torrington 10, Gillette 7. The Rustlers still in this one. We'll be back. This is a production of Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and brought to you by mylocalradio.com.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
When you want all the amenities, a wonderful restaurant, and clean, comfortable rooms in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Whether you're in town for high school sports, on a business trip, or traveling with the whole family, book your stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. It's a 5-star experience from the time you check in until you say goodbye till next time. The Best Western Dunmar Inn, supporting students and families in all their activities. Make your reservations today.
Welcome back. 10-7 ball game going to the bottom of the 4th. Gillette, you just about have to score a couple runs here to stay within striking distance of Torrington if you're the Gillette Rustlers, because it's not been a pitching duel at all, Elan.
No, 17 combined runs through the first half of the game. I mean, we're halfway through at 3.5 now. And Hibben had a really quick bottom of the 3rd. Hoping to duplicate that here if you're Torrington. But if you're Gillette, you're down by 3. You've put up 3 runs at least in 2 of the previous 3 innings.
Gillette 7 runs on 4 hits. On the other side, Torrington with 10 runs on 6 hits. Torrington has stranded 7 base runners. Imagine if they would have scored all those. Only 2 stranded base runners for Gillette. So here comes the Rustlers. In the 4th, Ethan Lemke, center fielder, will step in. Lemke reached base on an error his first time up and scored. Hibben still on the mound, coming out with 62 pitches thrown. Got to think he'll go the distance for Torrington in this one. Hibben, left-handed delivery. High, ball 1. Hibben right back up there, all business. Struck out the side his last time out. Pitch goes inside, ball 1. Ball 2, excuse me. 2-0 count. Pitch on the way from Hibben goes outside, ball 3.
Still thinking about what's at stake here. I mean, and this game can swing like nobody's business, as we've seen today.
Called strike 1. Count goes 3-1 on Ethan Lemke. Makes you think about games that you used to play in the Sandlot when you were a kid. Pitch inside corner, strike 2.
I mean, every one of these kids have like that moment that they've been rehearsing in their yard, the big game. You need to be the one to make a hit, or you need to be the one to make a pitch.
Called strike 3 on Lemke, and that's 4 put down in a row by the pitcher in this game,
and that's
Mac Hibben.
Hibben is doing that back in the backyard, has to make a pitch to keep a 2-run lead in a playoff game, and he does exactly that.
So 4 strikeouts in a row for Hibben, and you've been calling it. You said one pitcher's got to settle in here, and right now it's Hibben. First pitch, ball 1 inside. Hibben's second pitch goes low, ball 2. So Hibben working from behind on that first batter. He's got to do it here again. 1 out. 10-7 lead for the Torrington Tigers. Here's a ground ball towards shortstop. Hager comes up with it, throws it over. It'll get away on the short hop. And moving up to second on the play will be Kobe Craig. So E6 on that play.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're Torrington, because you had that thing done. You're about to have nobody on, 2 down in this inning, retire 5 in a row.
Throw was in time, but it had the short hop. You can make that catch if it hits closer to the grass. First pitch, a foul ball by Ethan Hecker. Hecker in this game, two singles, 2 RBI. He scored 1 run. 1 strike, 1 out on Ethan Hecker, the number 2 hitter in this Gillette lineup. Pitch on the way from Hibben. Breaking pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Ball 1. Count goes 1-1 on Hecker. Hibben in the stretch. Runner on second. Kobe Craig. Now pitch goes outside. So 2-1 count. 1 out. Hibben delivers the pitch. Hit towards center. Right at Desmond. Takes about 2 steps. Makes the catch. 2 outs. That'll bring to the plate Keeson Schilling. Schilling has walked and scored and singled in this ball game. 1 for 1. 2 outs. Torrington kind of buckling down here. Hampering Gillette's ability to score runs. First pitch, low, ball 1. And Hibben throws it to second. Nobody was there. And Kobe Craig moves up. It's going to go on as an error on Mac Hibben.
Yeah, he even touches his chest as if to say, that's on me.
Kind of faked out his second baseman. Very delayed against his body move. Could have been effective. Pitch goes outside on Schilling. 2 balls, no strike. 2 outs. 77 pitches delivered by Mac Hibben so far. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 3. Gillette hoping to keep this inning going. Trail by 3 runs. It's 10-7. Hibben's next pitch, right over the middle. Called strike 1. As a batter on a 3-0 count. That ball looks about the size of a cantaloupe. Hibben's next pitch, inside, ball 4. And the runner going to come in. Kobe Craig just read that perfectly. Greiman did not hustle after he missed that pitch, and the ball only went about 10 feet behind home plate. Kobe Craig was on the run. He'll score. So 10-8 now is that manufactured run thanks to 2 errors and a pass ball. That's how errors can build up on you. And mistakes leads to a run. Here's Hibben, runner at first. First pitch breaks. Strike 1 on Carmine Newman. Newman tripled and scored in the first. Struck out in the second. 2 outs. Picked back toward first. Hibben's already nailed 1 runner at first in this game. He'll step back up on the mound, the big, tall, lanky left-hander. Comes set, pitch on the way, bounces to home plate. Ball 2. Only 1 goose egg up on the scoreboard. Elan, that was in the bottom of the 3rd when Hibben struck out the side.
Trying to see if they can get this just held to 1, still come out of here with the 2-run lead.
Pitch delivered inside corner, strike 2. 1-2, 2 outs. Case and Schilling, no danger to steal at first. Pitch on the way from Hibben. Hit toward first. Fielded and out. Nice play there by the first baseman, Caleb Kelly. That will end the inning. 1 run across on no hits for Gillette. It's Torrington 10, Gillette 8. This broadcast brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, a production of MyLocalRadio.com.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
New pitcher on the mound for the Gillette team. Need to get his name here. 10-8 ball game. Let's look here at our scorebook. We've got 17, Dylan Moore taking the mound for the Gillette Rustlers. He'll replace Riker Smith. So Riker Smith leaves after throwing 2 innings. And the new pitcher for Gillette is Dylan Moore. So we'll see what kind of stuff this young man's got as stepping in Mac Hibben. Hibben has flown out to right, flown out to left, and singled. And now he singles into left field to open the 5th inning for Torrington. So 1 on, no outs. 10-8 ball game, and Torrington looking to add to its lead.
If you're guessing, how long has this game gone on? And we're in the 5th.
2 hours.
Hour 40.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's moved along pretty well. Foul ball out of play by Hagar.
Yeah, it moved around pretty well since the 2nd inning.
Yeah, thank you. Man, it was dragging. We were an hour old after 2 innings.
We were an hour and 20 minutes.
Were we? Stepping off the back of the rubber was Dylan Moore. Pitch on the way, grounded, off Moore's glove. Fielded by the second baseman. They go to second, back to first, but they get that lead runner. Wow. Great hustle play by the second baseman from Gillette, Ethan Hecker, to get that play. It'll go 4-6. And Hager reaches on a fielder's choice. Nearly a double play. Just athletic as Jace Andrews joins me here on the broadcast. And
I mean, that's a tough play for the second baseman to switch directions after it hit off the glove.
Grady Shields steps in. Grady, this is his 4th at-bat. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Had that RBI single in the first. First pitch, ball 1 to Shields.
Everybody had an RBI single in the first 2 innings.
They did, you're right. Everybody got a trophy. Pitch on the way goes high on Shields. I don't know when that became the the woke thing to do, but everybody used to get participation ribbons when I was a kid, so it's not that much different. It's not that much different.
I've got a bunch of participation trophies.
Hager off first. Moore, pitch on the way. Hit off the plate toward first. Throw down, hits the runner in the back. And he'll get a single, and going to third is Hager on the play. So Grady Shields hits a little dinger down the first baseline, and then the pitcher picks it up. No place to throw it, but right between the ribs, between the shoulder blades of Grady Shields. Maybe not quite that exact.
I didn't know the ribs were in your back.
You got ribs in your back, dude. They go clear around your body. What do you think that is back there?
Never heard somebody say the back rib, though.
All right. You got me. It's better than saying you got hit in the tenderloins.
That sounds
better.
better.
Just down your backbone.
I think that sounds more fun.
Okay. All right.
Let's start with that.
Runners first and second, 2 outs. Moore in the stretch. Ryan Morehouse fouled to the screen, strike 1. Morehouse 0 for 3 in the game. Flew out to second, left field, reached base on an error, and scored in the 4th.
See, watch this. He's got a really straight-up stance and is very straight in the tenderloin.
Well, unless you cut meat, you wouldn't understand it. Here's a single right over the top of the third baseman's glove into left, and that went off the end of the bat. That one had to tingle your hands a little bit, but it's a single for Ryan Morehouse. And that'll score a run as Hager comes home with Torrington's 11th run of the ball game.
Yeah, good torque there. Just kind of got around on that ball, pulled it right where he needed to be.
So
used the power in his tenderloin.
Ryan Morehouse, RBI single.
I'll stop now.
Yeah, we probably ought to.
Well, for that one. All right, we got more coming. But.
Caleb Kelly now steps in. First baseman has had himself a pretty good day. He's walked twice, scored once, flew out to center.
We like to have fun. What can you say?
You betcha. I like having fun. It wouldn't be any fun being out here if you weren't having fun.
I thought you were about to say it wouldn't be any fun without me, but, I'll take
it. That too. We have a good time. I've known you about a month.
That long?
You've had a girlfriend for a month.
That's
Actually,
true. I didn't have a girlfriend when I met you.
Month and a half, right?
No,
back to Pocatello. I don't remember the dates of that. It was mid-June.
Yeah.
Called strike 1 on Kelly. I've had the opportunity and the privilege to call 3 tournaments with these guys at MichaelLocalRadio.com this year. Pocatello, then Green River, now the state tournament in Powell.
Obviously, you haven't done too bad. We kept calling you back.
We like to have fun. Moore, grounder left side toward third, and good job by Schilling. He'll just get the force out at third, and they'll get the lead run for the second out. So Gillette hoping to hold Torrington to 1 run or less here. Actually, they've already scored 1, so 11-8 ball game. So only 1 run. Runners first and second. Pitch on the way from Moore goes inside and low to Garrett Hager. 1-0 count, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And Moore coming set for Gillette. Pitch on the way, grounder toward third. It'll go foul. Schilling, the big man, runs it down. Moves it back toward third. And that third baseman, if you're in the rodeo arena, that's where you'd put the bulldog or the steer wrestlers at third base. Doesn't have to move a lot, but can block hard hit balls and's not afraid of a guy coming from second. Here's Moore on the pitch. Holy crap, man. Nothing. Elan's still mad at me about that hat crank. 1-2 count, 2 outs.
What do you want, Cody?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
He wants a pickle.
No, I don't. 1-2, 2 outs. Runners first and second. Torrington's only scored once, Elan. Pitch on the way from Moore, breaks. And boy, he really got Hager out on his front foot. And Hager fouls it left side, so count stays 1-2.
You just hexed him. Here comes like 20 runs.
Nah, let's hope not. Dylan Moore, the third pitcher for Gillette here in the 5th. Dane Wasson went 2 innings. Riker Smith went 2 innings. Moore looking towards second. Here's the pitch. It did not break. Goes right over Hager's head. Now count 2-2 on Garrett Hager, third baseman for the Torrington Tigers.
Looks like weather's kind of cleared out a little bit for the time being.
Just for now.
Moore steps back in. Check swing by Hager, ball 3. Let's get an ice cream cone. Always ask a guy a question with a full mouth. That's awesome.
To get an ice cream cone, takes a bite.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dylan Moore looking back runners.
I got a Snickers, Cody.
And the pitch goes outside. Ball gets past the catcher. And they'll load him up again. Torrington has been in this offensive position about 5 times in this game. Bases loaded with Torrington Tigers as we go to Colby Sandusky, the number 9 hitter. Snickers, pretty good alternative to an ice cream cone. I like those Snickers ice cream candy bars.
Those are probably really good. I've never
They
had
are
one.
super, man. Let me tell you. Here's
They're
Moore.
really good.
Ground ball past Moore. Running, making the play at first.
Got him.
They'll get him. And that'll end the Torrington rally. They held Torrington to 1 run in the 5th. That's magic.
Done it twice in a row.
Torrington 11, Gillette 8. We'll be back. This is a production of Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and brought to you by mylocalradio.com.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
$11 runs on 9 hits for the Torrington Tigers, and Mac Hibben back out at pitch number 85, delivers the first pitch. Let's see who the batter is. So I think Riker Smith came out of the game. Yeah, it's Dylan Moore now, the batter, after they killed the DH and a called strike.
Man, I mean,
Dylan Moore.
Bro, I mean, I didn't know if you had one bad IB, it was over for you. That seems a little dark.
You know the place where you don't have a DH, it's dead, is Kansas. Ground ball toward third. What a play. Throws over, gets the out. That is all-star stuff. Let's get a replay here as the third baseman, Garrett Hager, pitch is delivered left side. Hager dives to his left, about 4 feet, gets up, makes the play, gets him by 2 steps at first. 1 out.
Hager's not the only one making clutch plays. Jace Andrews with the clutch instant replay there.
Nice job, Jace. That's the first one
Thanks,
we've
guys.
had all day.
Thanks.
I'm glad
I
you
finally
woke up.
Yeah, I needed the Gatorade.
Keeson Wood, right fielder, counts 1-1. We got excited about that, and we missed 2 pitches.
Dehydration is no joke, though. Seriously, when you say you need the Gatorade.
I wasn't joking.
I know. It's no joke.
I'm sitting over here tired. All of a sudden, you take 2 sips. Like, we're good.
That's how I was feeling.
Pitch from Hibben, just outside.
Cody, how are you feeling?
I'm good.
You sure? You don't sound good.
Well, I thought I was calling a pretty good game.
No, you sound sick.
3-1 ball count.
Because you're rad.
Oh thank you. Gosh. Wow. When my generation says sick, it actually has a meaning. 3-2 after that called second strike.
Dang, man.
That was sick, man. That was sick. Here's a foul ball left side.
Didn't know that.
That was a sick curveball there.
That was a sick
I'm
curveball.
telling you, Hibben has had really good luck throwing that pitch today.
It seems like ever since that third inning, he's just kind of settled in. It took him 6 outs to settle in. Unfortunately, it took him 7 runs to settle in. And most of the time when you give up 7 runs, you don't have the run support to have 11. So
Keeson Wood walks, and he'll take first. But I just kind of love that breaking pitch that breaks in on the hands and the knuckles and the ankles by Hibben. So 1 out, runner off first, Keeson Wood. Here's Jamie Macias, called strike 1 on the first baseman.
Where'd that
Gillette.
pitch broke? It broke at the head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
You are young enough that you would know that nursery rhyme. Here's a pick toward first. They nearly got Wood at first.
they nearly got him, but also we've seen a lot of errors, not in this game, but all week with that play right there.
Yeah. That's going to be my new out call instead of good morning, good afternoon, good night. It's going to be head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Pick to first by Hibben. Back safely is
I like
Wood.
that. Can I get credit?
You want to know
I was about to say we're going to credit Jace for that one.
How many thousands of times my boys and I sang that song? Oh, boy. This is ball. Count goes 1-1 on Macias. Are you a Blues Clues guy?
Oh, I love Blues Clues.
Yep. Camp your kid in front of the TV. Turn on the Blues Clues. The Blue Dog.
Clifford the Big Red Dog, actually.
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
And then we had the Wiggles.
How about the dinosaur, the purple dinosaur?
Barney?
Yeah, Barney.
See, I was a yellow Wiggle guy.
I always thought Barney was kind of a creeper myself, but
well, you probably watched him, too late.
I did with my oldest son. He was a purple dinosaur kid. 1 ball, 2 strike, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Hibben. Big cut. Macias, strike 3.
Hibben with the off speed, just getting Macias out in front of that one. Nice pitch there from Hibben. 2 down.
6 strikeouts for Mac Hibben, and he's at 99 pitches.
If you're sitting there.
What's the most famous hockey player to ever wear number 99?
Alex Ovechkin.
Not even close, dude.
Gretzky, the great one.
Wayne Gretzky, man. Do you even know who that is?
Yes, I know who that is. I just don't know
First
hockey
pitch from
numbers.
Hibben, outside, ball 1.
I'm not a big
I'm not a hockey guy either, but everybody knows like 23 as LeBron
Michael
James.
Oh, boy.
I knew you were going to say Jordan. It's also Kobe Bryant's number.
24. That's incorrect.
Didn't Kobe wear 23 for
24
a while?
and 8.
All right. Sorry.
Gosh.
You got me.
Oh,
strike.
wow.
Another breaking pitch from Hibben. Great pitch.
You can get hockey past me, not basketball.
We're having fun out here.
That pitch started inside and just caught the window.
He's getting 102 here. This may be the last batter, by the way.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big cut. Foul ball by Wasson.
Tell you what, how sick would it be to have his 105th pitch be a strikeout and he walks off the mound for the final time in the
That
fifth?
would be
cool.
That'd be poetic.
Sick.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This will be pitch 104 to Drew Wasson. Hibben will come set. Got really quiet in here all of a sudden. Pick toward first.
It's getting tense. It's a 3-run ball game, and runs were at a premium in the last game. This one, they're buy one, get one free, it seems like.
Back safely, Keeson Wood. Pitch on the way. Grounded towards second.
Oh!
And booting it is going to be the second baseman. Backed up on that. Should have fielded it probably maybe on the fly. And the error on Ryan Morehouse.
Not only is it a 3-run game, it's an elimination game. That's easy to get lost a little bit.
So
runners first and second.
Technically,
after the error.
He can have this batter.
He can.
Because he's 104.
And I think that's the decision they're trying to make.
I think he's going to bring him out, talk to him. I think you stay with Hibben.
Oh, yeah.
See if you can get out of this inning and then get your relief guy a fresh inning.
Talking things over, Greiman with his players. He's going to stay out there until the home plate umpire, who's now walking toward us, tells him that the trip is over. But Greiman will stay with Hibben.
And they're going to let Hibben have this last guy.
This is his last batter no matter what. Gets him out, gets a hit, doesn't matter. As soon as he
Ethan
throws his
Lemke.
next pitch, he's done.
Lemke 0 for 2. Struck out looking his last time. Reached base on an error on the pitcher in the second and scored. He'll be the last batter to face Mac Hibben. I don't believe anybody is warming up, so they're going to go with somebody on the diamond right now. And if you're Torrington, you want to finish it right now. Hibben's first pitch, grounded toward third, going to the ground, making the throw. And
what did I say about 105?
He did it again. 105. That is sick. The end of the fifth inning. It's Torrington 11, Gillette 8. We'll be back. This is a production of Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and a production on mylocalradio.com.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous national forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Gardeners Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
For the Gillette Rustlers as they take the field. Dylan Moore back up on the mound for the Rustlers. Torrington still with his 3-run lead. And this is a point where Torrington push a couple runs across Elan, and that'll build your lead to a point where it's going to be tough to overcome for Gillette.
Well, ever since that second inning, Gillette's only been able to get 1 run across. So that's in large part to Mac Hibben really settling into this game. What's going to be key now is how quickly the new pitcher for Torrington settles in when we get to the bottom of the 6th. So,
yeah, we're in the top of the 6th here in Powell, Wyoming, and we're starting to get pretty good overcast skies. The smoke is really obscuring the McCullough Peaks over here to the south. And when I was driving home last night, the smoke was heavy. I could see it in the headlights heading toward Cody last night. It was smoky even in the wind.
Cody heading towards Cody.
That's right. I was Cody from Cody my whole life.
Yeah.
But I've actually lived in Riverton for 23 years. This time, I was 3 years the previous time. All right, so batter, enough about me. Torrington Tigers. Landry Greiman in the 6th here.
Join us next broadcast for everything about Cody Breers.
No, that'll take about 3 seconds. 1 ball, no strikes.
Guys, when you look at Torrington and pitch counts from yesterday, Desmond threw 27, Shields threw 103, so he's done, and Kelly threw 14.
Okay, so we could see Kelly
potentially
today in relief. We'll see. Next pitch by Moore goes inside, ball 2. 2-0 count, 11-8 ball game. Torrington Tigers hoping to extend their season. Outside corner, strike 1, delivered from Moore on Greiman, who's up for his 5th time in this game. Struck out, reached on a fielder's choice and scored, walked and scored. Here's a grounder towards second. Tough hop. They'll throw to first. They'll get him by a half step.
Oof.
And Greiman nearly got on that dropped ball by the second baseman. 1 out.
Uno out.
Aiden Desmond now to the plate. Desmond with a couple singles. 2 RBI today. Flew out to right and got hit by a pitch. We're getting up in the part of this scorebook where I've rarely go when we're getting up 6-7 plate appearances for each team in a 7-inning game. Here's Desmond, first pitch, high, ball 1.
If you like offensive baseball, this has been your game.
Join us for the post-game show where our player of the game goes 6 for 8.
Probably.
Good. Moore in the delivers called strike 1 as he keeps delivering from the stretch. Count goes 1-1 with 1 out on Desmond. Aiden Desmond, good bet he'll pitch tomorrow.
That's what I'm thinking.
Here's a little fly ball out toward right, coming on, making the play. 2 outs.
If they make tomorrow.
Got to make tomorrow. Desmond could get another chance to pitch. So 2 outs here in the Torrington half of the 6th. And Mac Hibben, who's pitched all the way for Torrington at 105 pitches. A sick performance. Here's a fly ball, first bat on, and it'll drop for a single. I thought the center fielder was going to get to it, but it fell at his feet. And Hibben, another single, his 3rd of the game.
Tells you how much Hibben tightened the screws up in the after that 2nd inning. The fact that his 105 took him to the 5th, considering the pitch count he was looking at earlier in this game.
Hibben 3 for 5 in this contest. Next batter, Bryce Hager. They'll throw towards second. Dropped pitch leads to a stolen base for Mac Hibben.
The fact that you gave up 8 runs, had 105 pitches, and still pitched through 5 innings.
And Hibben's been running around the bases all day, too. He's been at third base several times. Moore looks it over, eyes it, fires it, fouled out of play by Hager. 1-1 count, 2 outs. That one hit a vehicle. That was the 6th sound of glass, but could have been just the hood on that vehicle.
It wasn't yours, Jace.
Nope. Mine's safe.
It's always out there.
Where's the Corvette at?
Truck. I'm from Texas, remember? Not Kansas.
They drive Corvettes
Next
in
pitch
Kansas.
from Moore. Goes low, ball 2.
Yeah, if your name is Patrick Mahomes.
What are you driving anyway?
Tacoma. 2017.
Very cool. I've got a Tundra.
That's my entire family. I have 3 Tundras. I'm the only Tacoma.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to Bryce Hager. Hibben off second base. Moore with the pitch.
Ooh.
Inside, did it hit him?
Yep.
It did. Hager leans over the plate on every pitch. That time he got hit. So that puts Torrington runners at first and second. 2 outs. And Grady Shields now with his 5th plate appearance. Shields on the day had that first inning RBI single. Steals toward third.
Ooh.
Now they'll throw towards second to Hager. Now he's got to stay in the
He's
rundown.
got it.
And he gets tagged out.
Yeah, he got it
So
before.
run will not score. Hager gets caught between first and second. Gillette plays it perfectly. They're still in the game. The Rustlers, they trail by 3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. They've got 6 outs to go, trailing Torrington 11-8. This broadcast brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, a production of My Local Radio. TorringtonSchoolDistrict.com.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Left-handed catcher enters the game for Torrington as Hager takes the mound. Hibben moves to center field, and moving to shortstop is catcher Landre Greiman at short. So those are your changes as Bryce Hager comes to the mound.
Aiden Desmond will also catch now. That left-handed catcher you were mentioning.
Yeah, Aiden Desmond comes in to catch. So when I was coaching Riverton, we had a left-handed catcher named Nick Esposito. So Hager's first pitch goes low. This will be Hager's first appearance as Hibben finishes 5 innings of work, 105 pitches. Ball 2 delivered by Hager. And the batter, Kobe Craig for Gillette. Next pitch, ball 3. This could be an interesting part of the game as we're seeing the first relief action for Torrington. Hager, the shortstop, comes in relief, and the first batter, Kobe Craig, gets on a walk. Rain coming out, umbrellas coming out. Fan in front of us is afraid of melting. Now the second umbrella comes out. Pitch on the way from Hager, goes low, ball 1 on Ethan Hecker. They'll throw to first. And now the big drops, you can see them coming out of the sky. These are big now. Guy with the Ron John t-shirt, he stays outside. He's going to go surfing. Hager. Pitch on the way. Ball 2. So 6 straight balls delivered by Bryce Hager. Ron John guy had an umbrella, but he gives it up. And the rain coming stronger now. Called strike 1, and Hager says, let's play in the mud.
This is some legitimate rain now, fellers.
Elan, quick, get out there.
Some fans sitting there taking it. Here's a fly ball lifted toward right.
Can he see it in the rain?
And he cannot see it. Ball goes down. Now 3 players running for it.
That's in the corner, guys.
Here comes Craig. He's coming in to score. And all the way to third base. Right fielder could not see the ball. Triple on the play for Ethan Hecker. Coming all the way around to score Kobe Craig. Hey, we got a ball game here, guys.
Welcome to the rain.
Can you grab my briefcase? It's down in front of you.
Briefcase?
It's under the tent.
It?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 run across makes an 11-9 game. And they're going to keep playing. They just had a warning delivered into the Gillette dugout by that same umpire that delivered a warning over here the last time. So Hager back up there, pitch on the way outside, ball 1. Hecker with the triple. And now's when you say, thanks, Elan, for bringing the tent.
Jace actually brought it.
Thanks, Jace. Here's a throw home.
Got
They'll
him.
have to tag him at home. They get him. Not sure what the rationale was there, but tagged out at home is Ethan Hecker.
Good grief.
6-2 on that for the
It's coming down now.
second out. We may see a delay. No, they're going to keep going.
No lightning.
I love it. This is baseball.
Hager, he likes this. We're getting cozy here, snuggling up to each other under the tent. 1 out. Runner at first. Big cut on the way, and we're pretty close to experiencing a shutdown. Carmine Newman at the plate.
I just can't get close enough to Cody.
1 strike, 1 out. And here's a big hit. Boy, and it's going to go over the left fielder's head. It's out of here. A 2-run shot by Carmine Newman in the rain.
Wow, that is the moments you dream about, to do something special like that when really people least expect it. You don't expect the ball to carry like that in the rain. Imagine if this was regular, how far that ball would have traveled.
3-run shot by Carmine Newman, and in the rain. Do we have the replay?
Oh, yeah, we got the replay.
We're not going to see it probably go over the fence, but Newman got that fastball, took it out of here, and we're tied up. It's 11-11 on the scoreboard.
Just like everybody expected.
Yep. Could it really end any other way?
I don't think so. So Newman with the home run. They've batted around now in this inning. And here's Dylan Moore, the pitcher, called strike 2, and Bryce Hager said, man, I better get it going. 6th inning, 3 runs across. Hager, pitch on the way. Outside. Rain subsided for a short time, and now it's kind of picking up steam again. It's sunny here.
Go figure.
Ron John now is going to melt. He's under the umbrella. Pitch goes high, ball. Count goes 2-2.
There are a lot of people under the awning over by the concession stand.
We got 2 hardcores sitting here. He looks down at his watch and says, it's waterproof. And that pitch goes inside.
Would you be out there sitting if you were out there?
No, I'd be underneath the overhang. I don't like getting wet. Full count, outside, ball 4 to Dylan Moore.
Rustlers might be liking getting wet because ever since the rain has started coming down, their runs have been coming down with it.
Yeah, they've been just hotter than a pistol under this cold rain. So Kason Wood now to the plate. Grab my hat. My hat's getting wet.
Got it.
Thank you. First pitch outside. Desmond throws to first. Back safely was Dylan Moore.
Don't you like your hats wet?
I don't.
Really?
Kason Wood in this game is 0 for 2.
Really?
I thought you loved that.
Is your post 6 hat staying dry?
Yeah, I moved it under the table.
Hager delivers the pitch. It's hit toward the middle. Throw across. Dropping the ball. He's safe. Ball got away from the first baseman. That's Caleb Kelly. You dropped that throw.
Also, you got to think about this.
Yep.
If they get a run, there's 3 outs away.
Mm-hmm. Wet ball, wet mitt, though. We're going to probably see some more errors coming into the end of this game here.
Riker Smith at second.
Keep going.
Are they going to pull the teams off the field?
Now they do it.
Now they do it. And so we're officially in a rain delay. Rain's starting to kind of come around the tent. And in here, we'll take a break. We're tied up. It's Torrington 11, Gillette 11. Gillette still at the plate. We'll be back. This is a production brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. Is now the rain stopping. And a production of mylocalradio.com.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back to Ed Lynn Memorial Field. As you can see, the rain is taking place here in this 11-11 game. We're in 1 out in the 6th, and a 3-run rally by Gillette has tied the score at 11. They're putting field dry on the mound, and they're covering it up, and we're probably going to be shut down for 30 minutes or so. It's a good ball game. A lot of offense in this one. It's 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and a field goal here. We'll take a break and come back.
So we're just going to put it on the starting soon screen, and we'll come back with an update in about 25 minutes or so.
All right. We'll be back. This is a production of Buckle Up for Life Wyoming and MyLocalRadio.com. We're in a rain delay in Powell, Wyoming at the Class A American Legion State Baseball Tournament. Gillette 11, Torrington 11.
And the rain delay has come to a conclusion as it sounds like we are ready to play ball.
Yeah, they're out looking at the boxes right now. Coach is meeting with home plate umpire Jacob Kraft, and he basically told the people up in the score booth that as soon as they were ready to go, we'd probably restart, trying to stay on schedule as much as possible. I mean, if we get off schedule, this team here will come back tonight and do the 7 o'clock game, and so they don't want to start it any later than they have to either. So,
wait a minute. Which team here?
This umpire team.
Oh, yeah.
3 in blue will come back, and they'll do the late game tonight. Lovell and Powell. So they're going to be here as long as we are tonight. So they'll finish raking things out here, and I'm guessing they'll give Hager a couple warm-up pitches. But the dirt surface, when it's wet like this, is just absolutely beautiful. And we'll see if it's got any mud in it for batters. But we're getting warmed up. We're getting ready to play some baseball. As Gillette with runners at first and second. They've already scored 3 runs in this inning. Carmine Newman with a 3-run shot. 3
Unbelievable.
RBIs. In the height of the rain, it went out. It nearly hit the motorhome out past the 315 sign. And, if that is who we think it is from Green River, he ought to be honking at us right now, because I think the call kept the ball from taking out the window on the passenger side of that motorhome. Ian Desmond and warming up with Hager. So 3 runs across, 1 out here, bottom of the 6th as we get ready to restart things. Jamie Macias will step in, runners first and second. Dylan Moore at second. Kaysen Wood at first. And we're ready to restart. So short delay, 3:26 p.m. Next game slated to start at 4. Here's the pitch from Hager. It'll go outside. Ball 1.
Might be zooming through the pregame show for that one.
So Macias in there. Macias in this game struck out twice and walked and scored. And the next pitch from Hager called strike 1.
Rain delays are weird things. It can either cool off a hot pitcher or give a cold pitcher a chance to get warmed up and get going again.
It could flat get humid now. Here's a big swing by Macias deep down the left field line. It'll go foul and hit the fence. So Macias trying to tell Newman that I can hit the ball that far too. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Watch this.
Jamie Macias. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Already 3 runs across for the Gillette Rustlers. Here's Hager. Pitch goes high and over Macias' head. That was a breaking pitch that just slipped out of his hand. And that'll move the runners to second and third. And the count now 2-2 on Macias. Drew Wasson waits on deck. Catcher for Gillette. Hager comes set. Pitch on the way. Big cut. Strike 3 on Macias. So third strikeout on Jamie Macias in this game. And here's Drew Wasson. Wasson was hit by pitch and scored, struck out, and reached base on an error in this ball game.
You get this out in your Torrington, all you got to do is push a run across and get 3.
Wasson, catcher, number 8 hitter for Gillette. Hager pitch, big cut by Wasson, and now Hager seems to have all the control in the world.
Again, rain delays do weird things.
They do. Some players it helps, others it hinders, and now the humidity also playing in Torrington's favor. Next pitch inside, ball 1. So 1-1 count, 2 outs on Drew Wasson. Runners second and third for the Rustlers. Next pitch goes high, ball 2. Fans back in the stands. Torrington, Gillette working their way back in here. Next pitch, called strike 2. Casper post 2 hanging out down there by the concession stand. Cody Cubs over here on the third baseline, so Casper must be the home team in this next game. Big cut, strike 3, that'll retire the side. So Hager gets it done, back-to-back strikeouts following the rain delay. And we're tied at 11. It's Gillette 11, Torrington 11, heading to the 7th. This is a production of the MyLocalRadio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
We're heading to the 7th. Time to break out the bacon and fry a little as this humidity just in the air over this Elan Memorial Field. You could fry a piece of bacon right now. It's gotten hot and muggy all of a sudden as Dylan Moore takes his final warm-ups. 11-11 ball game. Gillette back in this game after a 3-run homer. A monster shot in the height of the rainstorm by Carmine Newman of Gillette. Now Torrington want to get something going. Don't want to leave it in Gillette's hands heading into the final 3 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Torrington would like to score.
Reminder, the winner of this game will play the loser of our next game, Casper and Cody, at 1 o'clock tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon to get us started, not in the morning.
Casper and Cody in the house.
It's going to be a long day tomorrow.
It's going to be a nice day tomorrow. 1, 4, and 7 p.m.
1 a.m.? Oh, gosh.
Does he do play-by-play in his sleep?
He might.
Yeah.
That's all I do. And Elan removes the covers.
More?
What?
And the first pitch hit up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop. Throws out the runner, Grady Shields, at first. Had to come a ways to make that play. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Well, it doesn't get much better than that if you're
There's
that's not it.
The
no, we got Powell on.
We got a Powell?
How'd that
Gillette
happen?
from last night. That was an error on the producer of this broadcast.
Take one for the team.
So coming to the plate, Ryan Morehouse. Yeah, how does that happen?
I have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Been the right one all day.
Moore in the stretch. First pitch fouled off right side. Nearly takes out a bronze SUV.
Isn't that yours?
No. I drive the little old man car over here to my left. Here's Moore. 1 strike. Outside, ball 1 on Ryan Morehouse. Morehouse reached base on an error and scored in the 4th. Singled in the 5th. He is 1 for 4. Next pitch high, ball 2. So Morehouse on the hitter's count. Moore in the stretch. Pitch on the way. Low and inside, ball 3. Every pitcher for Gillette today has thrown strictly out of the stretch. Moore at 37 pitches. Third pitcher for Gillette. Called strike 2, outside corner. Full count now on Ryan Morehouse. 1 out. In the top of the 7th.
Going to try to scratch across the run here for Torrington.
Moore comes set. Hit in the way into short left field. It'll be down for a single. Ryan Morehouse, second straight single. And Torrington with a base runner with one out in the 7th.
Let's see how aggressive they want to be, if they want to try to move him into scoring position or if they're going to give Kelly here the chance to kind of drive him over.
Caleb Kelly singled and scored, walked and scored, was hit by a pitch and reached base on a fielder's choice. So he's been on all 4 times in this game. Moore looks back toward first. Bunt is a foul back to the screen.
Looks like they're just going to try to move the runner over. If you can put that bunt right along the first base line, that's where he's wanting to go.
Oh, no, a foul ball. Move it over.
Casper fans starting to move into the bleachers. Little do they know their game probably not going to start till about 4:30. Here's Moore. Pitch on the way. Fouled out of play right over us.
It had to go to the bathroom. It's headed for the restrooms.
One ball, one strike.
What was that?
Or Cody's car.
Or Cody's car.
I think that hurt. I think I heard a Toyota Camry dying there. 2 strikes, excuse me. I had 1-1. And we'll get a balk on Dylan Moore.
Oh, wow.
So moving to second is Ryan Morehouse.
Oh, last thing you want to do is do the job for them.
So that go-ahead run now on second with 1 out.
Single could score him.
Moore looking back towards second. Kelly.
Did they?
Time called by Caleb Kelly. That Moore just taking a year and a month to pitch the ball, and now you're getting into strategy time. Who's in control of this at bat, the pitcher or the hitter? Kelly gets the pitch from Moore. He'll hit it left side, nearly hit the runner. Ball gets through. Seeing eye single. Scores Morehouse. And Torrington take a 12-11 lead here in the 7th.
That'll do.
Yeah.
That ball nearly hit Ryan Morehouse. He was running to third.
Imagine that.
That would have been exactly how this game played out.
We're going to get a pitching change. 12-11 ball game. We'll take a quick break. This is a production of MyLocalRadio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today. The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Drew Wasson, the starting catcher in this game, going to come on to pitch. So the substitute is 12 for 17. That's going to be Caden Apodaca. How did you say that first time out yesterday?
I don't know.
Caden Apodaca going to replace Dylan Moore. Little trivia about the Apodaca name. They're from Riverton. Not that this Apodaca is, but a friend of mine, Ray Apodaca, and I got to coach his son, Brooks Apodaca, who ended up coming to wrestle at Northwest College. He was killed in a car wreck back in about 1991. And now the Northwest College wrestling tournament here every year is called the Brooks Apodaca Memorial Tournament at Northwest College.
Wrestling is huge over in Riverton. They got that. They got the Ron Thon, which is
biggest wrestling tournament in the state.
Yeah. New catcher, by the way, is Ethan Hecker.
Okay, so Hecker goes to catch. Drew Wasson leaves the plate and comes to pitch. And 1 out, 1 run across for Torrington. Caleb Kelly on first after that RBI single. And here's Garrett Hager. Garrett, the third baseman for Torrington. So Hecker goes out to talk things over with Wasson. Let's get our signs right. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Right now, win or go home has a lot of significance in this game.
Has all the significance in this
There's
game.
There's Wasson in the stretch, inside, ball 1.
I think that kind of shows why certain moves are being made the way they are. I mean, usually in a state tournament, you're not seeing Gillette blow through four pitchers now.
Yeah.
But they know they have to win this if they want to keep going.
Outside corner delivery from Wasson, strike 1. 1-1 count, 1 out. Double play is on the table, possibility. Pitch on the way from Wasson, big cut, strike 2. Little high cheese there as Hager chased one about eye level.
What type of cheese?
I personally like pepper jack. A little spice to it. Wasson comes set. 2-strike pitch. Strike 3.
Oh.
Throw back toward first. They nearly got a strike him out, throw him out play. Hager goes down, 2 outs.
Kelly lucky to get back to first when he did. Or not Kelly,
Caleb Kelly, yeah.
Yep, Kelly.
So number 9 hitter, Colby Sandusky comes up. Sandusky with 1 single. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Called strike 1. So far, so good for Drew Wasson. Kelly off first, leading off. This field a little slick probably right now, and another thing to think about, the top of the base is probably a little slick, so you want to hit the corners if you're running bases. Foul ball back to the screen.
Yeah, if you're a baseball fan, you've probably seen the video of Bryce Harper sliding over a bag.
There's probably about 57.6%. That's taken after Aaron. If you hit the top of the bag when it's wet, you're going to slide. Okay. Pitch goes outside. Aaron, I know what Aaron just did. When he hears this, he's going to be all over me about it. I'm going to have to send him an email and say, sorry, man.
He's going to call you from Casper.
I was ditching you.
Is that one of those, 40% of all statistics are made up?
No doubt. 1-2 count. Wasson, ground ball towards shortstop. He'll throw to second. They get out of it. 1 run across for Torrington in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Gillette needs a rally. Torrington 12, Gillette 11. This is a production of MyLocalRadio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Bottom of the 7th from Ed Lynn Memorial Field. The season on the line for the Gillette Rustlers and Torrington Tigers as Bryce Hager steps to the mound. Came on in relief in the 6th for Torrington. Batter for Gillette on a bunt to start off this inning. They might. And they ran it out. No, he dropped the ball. It's out in right field, so safe on the play. Ethan Lemke with the bunt single.
Sounded like it hit something.
I think it hit him in the body. The first baseman jumped out of the way a little bit as Lemke legged it out at first. And Gillette gets that all-important leadoff hitter on base, and he's got some wheels. Here's Kobe Craig steps in.
Just don't ground it to short.
Another bunt down the third base line. Can they throw him out? They did. They're going to go to third. Here's the play. He gets caught. Tried to go first to third on that. He's tagged out.
Wow.
Oh, my. Lemke gets tagged out between first and third from the third baseman after the throw across from the first baseman. 3-5 on that one. Kobe Craig had bunted. That was 5-3. So third baseman on the play for
I think it was
Colby Sandusky made 2 plays on that. Threw one out, tagged one out, and 2 outs for Gillette.
Well, then he faked the throw to get him to turn towards him, which was really crafty there.
So a double play by totally unconventional means might get you back on schedule somewhat, Elan. 2 outs. Final out here for Gillette, trailing 12-11. They tried to get sneaky on that, go first to third on the bunt. Didn't work. 2 outs, Hager. Pitch on the way. Grounder. Is it going to get through? It does. Base hit. And if you wouldn't have gotten too fancy there, that's baseball. Could have been a tie game right there. So single for Ethan Hecker. 2 outs, and Kason Schilling comes to the plate. Schilling is walked twice, and he's got 2 hits. 2 outs, tying run at first base, winning run at the plate. First pitch outside, ball 1. And, you know, despite that double play, Elan, I'm not thinking that there's 2 outs. It doesn't feel like there's 2 outs.
No.
Feels like Gillette could still do a lot. We'll see.
Well, based on what we've seen all game.
Pitch on the way from Hager, called strike 1. Count goes 1-1 on Kason Schilling.
I don't think if you're any one of these teams, you're counting this thing done until it is done, even if you're down to that final strike.
Schilling. Fouls to the screen. Counts 1-2.
Now they are down to that final strike. We'll see what happens.
Kason Schilling wants to put bat on ball here. 1-2 count. Bryce Hager trying to pitch his Tigers team into tomorrow's 4 o'clock game. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3. Game over. Gillette Rustlers go down to the Torrington Tigers. Final score, Torrington 12. Gillette 11.
Wow. Wow.
What an inning.
What a game.
What a game. Called strike 3. Man, that's a tough one to call if you're an umpire, but that ball was right down the pipe. And we'll be back. What a game. This game took almost 3 hours. We started, I believe, right at 1, didn't we?
Pretty close to it.
So nearly 3 hours. Had a rain delay, had a 3-run homer. Had all kinds of scoring, and, man, you hate to see a team go out like the Gillette Rustlers went out. But Torrington moves on. They'll play tomorrow. We'll be back. This is a production of MyLocalRadio.com and brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming.
At Y-Hi, we're with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have two beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Explore Logan Ute.
Final score in this game between Gillette and Torrington goes down to nearly the final out. Torrington scores one run in the top of the seventh and wins at 12-11. The Torrington squad finishes with 12 runs on 12 hits. They stranded 11 base runners today, and that was kind of the story of the game as Torrington uses two pitchers. Bryce Hager comes on in relief. He gets the win. Mac Hibben went 5 innings for the Torrington Tigers, and I just wanted to point out, thanks to a comment we received, found out that Aiden Desmond, he is 76 inches tall, 6'4". So my apologies. I only said he was 6'2", so apologize for that. But final score, Torrington 12 and Gillette 11. Outstanding performance today by both of these teams. Nobody can hang their heads here. It was just one of those deals where it came down to the final 3 outs. Elan said it. This would come down to the end. We had a rain delay. We had a 3-run homer by Gillette's Carmine Newman, first homer of this tournament, and it came during the heaviest part of the rainstorm. But we're going to get back on schedule. I believe it. It's 3:53. This next game between Casper and Cody is scheduled for first pitch at 4 o'clock. I'm guessing it'll be somewhere around 4:30 when we get going. So that's going to do it for us here as Elan Ollif, Cody Beers, Jace Andrews. Hey, we'll be back with more baseball from the Class A State American Legion Baseball Tournament. Torrington 12, they'll play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Gillette's been a great season. We'll see you next year here at State. This is a production of MyLocalRadio.com, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming. We'll see you back for more baseball. 2 winners bracket games coming up. Cody and Casper and Lovell and Powell here in Powell. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.